Have you ever written something down? Something that you really needed? Something that you prayed for? And then watched it show up in your life almost exactly as you asked? That happened to me. I wrote in my journal that I needed $33,000 as a safety net to chase my dream as a YouTuber. And within months, out of nowhere, $35,000 came into my life. But before I get to that part, let me take you back because the whole journey shows why faith works, why presence matters, and why people won't always understand your leap of faith. Part 1: The Friend Encounter. The other day, I randomly ran into an old bestie of mine while I was out on a bike ride with my oldest son. Haven't had a good conversation with him for quite a while. He asked me what I was up to, and I told him straight up, I'm creating, I'm building something new. His first question, yeah, but are you making any money yet? When I said, no, not yet, he gave me that little smirk. You know that one. And made a sarcastic comment about having to get back to work and wished he could do what I was doing and not work. He even joked about making his own videos of nonsense, like it was all just a waste of time. Now, I didn't take it personal. I laughed and told him, you can do anything you want to, buddy. But I could see it in his eyes. He didn't believe that. He said he couldn't go that long without being paid. He was terrified of not having a paycheck, terrified of poverty. Check out my video, Fear, the Devil's Greatest Weapon, and how you can beat it. Links below. It all clicked at the time. We were living in two completely different energies. He was chasing money and living in fear. I was investing in myself to attract money, facing my fears. Part 2: The Job I Manifested. And here's the funny part. Just before all of this, I had actually manifested the job I thought I wanted. Last year, I wrote in my journal that I wanted to become a directional drilling foreman and work out in beautiful Alberta. That was my goal at the time, and sure enough, I got it. But 3 weeks into that job, I knew this wasn't the path for me. Not anymore. Why? Because the job kept me away for weeks at a time. And I'd only be home for maybe 1 week. That's not life. That's unnecessary suffering. Not just for me, but for my boys. And here's what I realized. My kids don't look up to me because of what I buy them. They look up to me because I'm here. Because I'm calm with them, even when they freak out. Because I'm present. That job gave me a paycheck, but it cost me my presence. And no amount of money is worth that. So I walked away. Part 3: The Leap of Faith. Right before Christmas this past year, I left that $100,000 a year job. On paper, people thought I was insane. I had security, I had benefits, I had the title. But what I didn't have was life. At first, I lived off a line of credit. I didn't even start this YouTube channel until January 13th of this year. But by March or April, something shifted in me. I knew this was my path. I knew I had valuable information to share with everyone. And I knew I had to go all in, even if nobody else believed in it. I did. Part 4: The $33,000 journal entry, the proving moment. And here's where it gets wild. In that early season, I journaled a number, $33,000. That was the figure that I believed I needed as a safety net. I don't know where I got it from. It was just in my head. Enough to pay the bills, keep a roof over our heads, invest in hardware, software, and buy me the time to build without scrambling. I wrote it down. At the time, I thought I knew where it was going to come from, but sometimes the universe has its own way. I simply asked for it. I just trusted. Then, out of nowhere, I found out I could access an old investment from a corporate job I had been fired from years ago. Something called a financial hardship unlock. And the payout? 35 grand. Not 20, not 50, not a random number, 35. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. That's proof that when you step out in faith and claim what you need, the divine provides. Part 5. What I actually do all day. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Oh, must be nice to have 35 grand just fall in your lap so I can sit around, hang out with my kids, and do nothing all day. But let me make this clear. I've never worked harder in my life. My work looks far different these days, though. Now I create, produce, and invest in myself daily. Most people look for ways to distract themselves and pass the hours. My mom even said the other weekend that the reason she loves to cook so much is because it just passes the time. And that hit me. Most people are just trying to kill time. But me, I value my time way too much to kill it. Honestly, I wish there was more hours in the day. Here's how I spend mine. I walk 20,000 plus steps a day, even up to 32,000. I train my body, high intensity training, learning the skills of boxing. I meditate, I cold shower, I reset my nervous system. I listen to audiobooks and podcasts that expand my mind. I journal every day with AI. I don't hold anything back. I clean and organize my home so my environment matches my mindset. I read my affirmations off the walls in my house. I don't have scheduled blocks of time for my boys. I'm there whenever they need me. I get them every other week, 50-50 shared custody, like I wrote down last year. My life is full. My time is sacred. I'm not sitting around wasting it. I'm building myself from the inside out. Facing fears, sitting with my shadow self, healing old wounds within. So before anyone says, must be nice, understand this. This isn't vacation. This is transformation. Part 6, the growth season. Since stepping away from that old life, I haven't just been producing videos. I've been producing me. Could I have gone back up north to the Yukon, run some junky old equipment for 12 hours a day, battling swarms of bugs, and cashed another big paycheck? Sure. But I'd be right back in the grind, disconnected, exhausted, and out of alignment. Instead, I chose presence. I chose faith. And I can feel in my spirit the next season is about to surge. The production, the revenue, the opportunities, they're all on the horizon. And they're going to be even greater than I can imagine. Just a little teaser, the Presence Experience podcast is coming soon. I'll be talking deeply with guests about their story, their personal growth journeys. Be ready for that. Big things coming. Part 7, the lesson. So here's the takeaway. When you step out in faith, people won't understand. They'll laugh, they'll smirk. They'll project their fears onto you. But you don't need their approval. All you need is faith. Write it down, declare it, believe it, and watch what happens when God moves into your life. I asked for a job, I got it. I asked for $33,000, I received 35. This is the truth. When you leap, the net appears, so to speak. So if you're standing on the edge of your own leap right now, whether it's quitting a soul-sucking job, starting a dream business, YouTube channel, or just stepping into a higher version of yourself, don't wait for everyone else to understand. Take the step, write it down, speak it, and trust. And if you want help building the kind of presence and faith that makes this possible, you need to start here. Check out my 7-day presence protocol. It's designed to ground you, sharpen your mind, and connect you to that higher power that's already inside you. Links down below. I hope someone out there saw value in this. I'd appreciate so much if you liked, subscribed, shared to a friend or family member. Scan this QR code if you want to support the mission. But I'm just grateful to have you present. Until next time, remember, there's no time like the presence.